of eutectic binary alloy. Now, what is meant by eutectic binary alloy? That we have seen already. What is meant by of eutectic binary alloy? Now here we have to see the cooling curve for of eutectic binary alloy. Now the eutectic transformation, just now we have seen, it occurs for the definite composition called as a eutectic composition. There, that composition we have got liquid plus solid 1 plus solid 2. And if this composition of alloys differ from this eutectic composition, remember the composition of an alloy, if it changes or differs from the eutectic composition, then it is called as of eutectic alloy. Of eutectic alloy. So again you see that binary eutectic alloy. So here during B to C, degrees of freedom F is equal to 0. That means degrees of freedom F is equal to 0. That means neither temperature nor concentration can be changed or varied without changing the phase existing in the system. That means for these constant phases L plus S1 plus S2, you cannot change temperature as well as concentration. As the concentration or temperature is increased, it will convert into liquid phase. As the concentration or temperature is decreased, it will convert into two solid phases S1 plus S2. But if this concentration or composition is getting changed from this eutectic position, it is called as off eutectic alloy. It is called as off eutectic alloy. For such off eutectic alloys, these may be either hypoeutectic or hypereutectic. Hypoeutectic or hypoeutectic. आता concentration किंवा composition change करायचं, temperature changing, you know, either increase the temperature or decrease the temperature. But composition, how you can change? Either that composition will be hypoeutectic or hypereutectic. Hypo means less than and hyper means more than. Remember this last sentence, hypo means less than and hyper means more than. These terms, whatever hypereutectic and hypoeutectic are there, will come in the iron carbon diagram also. So understand these two terms, hypoeutectic and hypereutectic. So hypoeutectic means the alloy that has the composition less than the eutectic composition. Less than the eutectic composition. And hypereutectic, that means that composition have the more than eutectic composition. More than eutectic composition. Hypo means less and hyper means more. So off eutectic alloys have either a hypoeutectic type or hypereutectic type. Now for one off eutectic alloy, one cooling curve has been shown here, in which A to B alloy is in the liquid form. From B to C, that alloy is having two phases, that is liquid plus S1 or S2. Liquid plus S1 or S2. As here different phase is there, that's why it is called as off eutectic binary alloy. Liquid phase and either of the two, one solid phase is there. That means L plus S1, or it may be possible L plus S2, isn't it? That's why B to C different composition is there. Then it is either hypoeutectic or hypereutectic, don't know, but different composition is there. From C to D, there is a solidification has been started completely, and three different phases we have got there, liquid phase and two solid phase, S1 and S2. From D to E, purely two solid phases we have got, that is S1 and S2. S1 and S2. So this kind of cooling curve you will get for off eutectic binary alloy. Depending on alloy, whether it is eutectic alloy or off eutectic alloy, cooling curves will be there. So cooling curve for off eutectic binary alloy is like this, having A to B, B to C, C to D, and D to E, different phases. So we need to apply the the Gibbs phase rule for this cooling curve. So if we will apply the Gibbs phase rule for this cooling curve in the region A to B, P plus F is equal to C plus 1. Here P is phase, only one phase. C is 2 because two components are there. Two metal alloy of two different metal is there. So C is equal to 2 plus 1. So F is equal to 2 we have got. That means system is a bivariant. System is a bivariant for this A to B region. Up till now, for all the curves, from region A to B, we have got F is equal to 2, but for pure metal only, F is equal to 1 we have got for region A to B. For region A to B, degrees of freedom we have got 1 for region A to B, but for all other types, for region A to B and C to D, A to B and C to D, degrees of freedom we have got different. So that degrees of freedom for this off eutectic alloy from D to E is 1, from C to D is also 1, from C to D for binary solid solution it is 2, and for pure metal it is 1. So for C to D it is different for different types of cooling curves, but for A to B, for pure metal only F is equal to 1, but for others degrees of freedom are 2. For all types, for A to B, degrees of freedom is 2 for A to B region only. Okay. Again, we will see for B to C region. B to C region, two phases are there. Composition components are 2. So instead of P, I will write 2. Instead of C, I will write 2, and find F. F is equal to 1. Univariant system I have got. So univariant means either temperature or concentration can be changed independently without changing the liquid or solid phase existing in the system. For region C to D, if you apply Gibbs phase rule, three phases are there, L plus S1 plus S2. So instead of P, I will write 3. C, I will write 2 because composition components are 2 here. So F, I have got 0. For region C to D, I have got F is equal to 0, degree of freedom equal to 0. Therefore, this region is a non-variant. System for this region is non-variant. That means neither temperature nor concentration can be varied without changing the phase existing in the system. त्या C to D region la, if I increase the temperature, then there will be change in phase. If we reduce the temperature for that C to D region, there will be again change in phase. So that's why this region is a non-variant. Again from D to E region, I will apply Gibbs phase rule. Phases are 2, S1 and S2, two different solid phases I have got. That's why phases are 2. Components are again 2 because it is alloy. So F I have got 1. Therefore, system is a univariant system. That means either temperature or concentration can be changed independently without changing the solid phase existing in the system. Understand? Lastly, also one sentence is written: the start of solidification temperature is called as a liquidus temperature. Liquidus temperature. Because about this, the metal or alloy is in the liquid state, whereas the end of solidification temperature is called as a solidus temperature. Because below this, the metal or alloy is in the solid state. Liquidus temperature means what? About this temperature, the liquid is in the form of the alloy or metal is in the form of liquid, and solidus temperature means what? Below that temperature, the alloy is in the form of liquid. Alloy is in the form of solid. That's why this temperature is called as solidus temperature. So remember these two terms also, liquidus temperature and solidus temperature. So this is the fourth type of this cooling curve. So hope you understand the 4 types of cooling curves. And all these types of cooling curves are very much essential and important